We're giving away a trip to the Mohegan Sun, which is always a great place to visit and have a great time. But this week they have the WNBA All Star Game there, and they, of course, have the Connecticut Sun there. You know, Bob does the game, so he's always telling me about what the game's there. Plus, Mitchell Edis, who runs the Mohegan Sun, loves women's basketball. He's been a big supporter. His daughter was a player. I know he loves it, and now we are going to welcome in probably the biggest star in the league and Christ the King product, UConn product, and the MVP of the league. Tina Charles joins us now. Of course, the center for the Connecticut Sun. Tina, Mike Francesa on the Fan, Yes Network. Welcome to the program. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you for having me. How are you?
My pleasure. All right, NBA All Star Game this week at the Mohegan Sun. So that's what are the ladies in the league feel about the Mohegan Sun as a destination? Is it a place they like to come visit?
I believe it's a place they like to visit. You know, just everything, that the atmosphere of the casino, just all the great restaurants. You have Michael Jordan's restaurants. There's nice venues that you can chill and just have a nice drink there and just eat, and just the camaraderie of just the casino. It's a great atmosphere.
Now, for you being a local girl here, and then, of course, being a UConn, of course, being from Connecticut, you know the area well. So the Connecticut following for the women's basketball is so unbelievable, and they're such faithful fans. I'm sure you see a lot of them, regular faces that you've seen all the way through your college days back there watching you play, right?
Yes, we have very faithful and loyal fans that comes from the UConn area and then just proceed on into the summertime and just follow us, the Connecticut Sun. So I just think the best thing about the Mohegan Sun is just that it has a great attendance, just the seating there. So, just makes it real intimate with our fans, and they're just always there for us, just coming from UConn and then now here having 4 UConn girls on the Connecticut Sun. So it definitely helps the attendance, and they just keep up. They're really faithful and loyal to us.
Tina, as I mentioned, of course, the MVP of the league and has taken the league by storm, the only player in league history to record 3 20-point, 20-rebound games, and hails, of course, from Queens and from Jamaica. And I know grew up, when you were growing up, basketball, what was in Queens, obviously as a very talented player, who influenced you growing up as a young lady, growing up as a talented player in Queens? Was it was it pro players? Was it college players? What players did you use as your role models?
I would just say the parks in New York. I could really answer that. In New York City, there's a park on every corner. So, I was always an active child. And, my parents definitely led me into different sports. I went from basketball, softball, tennis, you name it, anything. I definitely tried, and then I had a growth spurt, and then my parents were definitely loyal Knicks fans. So just growing up and my dad taking me to the Knicks games, having a Fisher-Price basket in the living room and just trying to imitate Patrick Ewing, backing my defender down. I still do it to this day. Just being a loyal Knicks fan, just the aura of just New York City, it's Mecca of basketball, just having friends and just random people just always wanting to play pickup and just playing. That's all it was.
Now, was Patrick Ewing your favorite Knick growing up?
Yes, he is. He was my favorite Knick growing up. Just him being a post player, just his dominance, the heartbreaks he gave us at times when he would miss layups at the end and things like that. But through it all, I was just a diehard Knicks fan. How
about playing for Gino? What would you say? What do you say now? Do you say nice things or terrible things about Gino after all these years?
Coach Orium is a great guy. He got me into the position that I'm in. A lot of people don't understand that when you tell Coach Orium that you want to be successful, you want to be, in the pro, you want to be this type of player, he has to mold you to be that player. He puts you in every situation, and Coach Orium just doesn't teach you the game of basketball, but the game of life. Everything I learned from him, I could apply to off-the-court things, and I'm just so grateful that I was able to cross paths with him, and he just gave me the best 4 years of my basketball life.
We're talking with Tina Charles, the WNBA All Star Game this weekend. Everyone should go up if you have the time to Mohegan Sun, and we're going to give away a trip coming up this week for everybody to go up and see the players and mingle with the players and also be part of the big All Star weekend up there. Bob Usler does the games. He does updates on the program. He does the games, as you know, and he said to me, everyone talks about charity work and players. Tina does more than any player I've ever seen. Now, it says how much you did when they give me all the notes on you. It says how much you do, but Bob says you do so much more than people even might even say about you. He said you are the most tireless worker in that regard he's ever seen. So you ought to be commended for that.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
You know, what is closest to your heart? Give me a couple of things you like to do as far as that kind of work, Tina.
I just love giving. You know, I think God gives you what you need to give others what they need. And, you know, I've been blessed in so many ways to be able to go out and play a game I love and, you know, get paid for it. So I think this is just I think basketball is just a way to channel me through to reach people and just help people out and just impact. And with my Hope's Heart Foundation, the foundation I just started, which provides automated external defibrillators into schools and rec centers, being able to impact and raise the awareness of sudden cardiac arrest, I think it's a great thing that I'm able to do.
That is a very good idea. That is a very good idea. And, you know, I know someone who's a heart doctor, heart specialist, who thinks that we should start giving kids, even younger athletes, EKGs at younger ages just to see if we can detect somebody who might have a problem, you know?
Yes, of course. And, you know, I get checked, you know, doing your physical every year in the WNBA, you get checked for EKG, but, you know, it's not really mandatory. It's not, you know, usually people's priorities, you know, going through their life and everything. So just to be able to raise sudden cardiac awareness through my foundation, how important it is to have an AED on site, whether it's in an airport, you know, a high school, you know, outside in the field, you know, it's just really important to have this around.